Hello and welcome to Deck Diary. My name is Schnell from the Homebrew Magic Podcast and MadeUpLabs.com, and I decided that I'm going to build a new deck. I've been bouncing back and forth, primarily playing my red-green Landfall Mutate deck, and I like that. I like where it's going, I like where it's come from. But I just keep bouncing back and forth between that one and now Flump's Tutelage, which is fun to play, but games can take so friggin' long. So, with today's objectives of cast 20 black or red spells, attack 40 with 45 creatures, or cast 20 white or blue spells, I figured I would go with the overlaps on these and go with a black-white deck. And I've seen a few black-white life gain decks that are very, very primarily white, and then they splash black for a few other things. So I figured I'd go in the opposite direction with that, and I would try to run primarily black with a little bit of white in it. So we'll see how this goes. I'll give the deck rundown once we've got a few games in and see how it's actually if it's worth talking about. Okay. Make sure we're not playing Sparky. We're not playing Sparky. We playtested against Sparky a couple of times. Kuroi is my opponent. Good luck to you, Kuroi. So yeah, this is exactly what we want to see. Warlock class is a big part of this deck. So we get that out early. We definitely like some of the being able to just sacrifice all of our crap. Let's play another one. Double Warlock class. Okay, so he's going to ramp well, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, control something 4 greater gets bigger. Let's throw down the Sedgemoor Witch, which I absolutely love this creature. Super good. Hopefully he doesn't just fight me. Looking to fight me. Prey upon. Ah, okay. So, that F's the main strategy of the deck already, because I'm already down to Sedgemoor Witch. Let's see if I can get another one or another one back. Well, we'll go ahead and save that. We'll click this up and get some answers, which is also why I like the Warlock class. Life gain card draw. And card draw. Neat. Plenty of lands. I always forget to cut at least 1 or 2 of the lands from the auto land option of Arena. So we'll go ahead and destroy target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. Oh, it doesn't even get what I want it to get. God damn it. This is the worst. Yeah, this deck might be a train wreck. Yeah, Fracture's okay removal, but I need creature kill. I mean, Fracture will take care of that, yes. Okay, well, we'll use it before we lose it. And now we get smote upon the mountainside. Yep, so this was an utter failure. And that was just a bad misplay. So, we will concede, and we'll try running it again before we give up on this. But that is the point of the deck diary, is for me to learn and see what works and what doesn't in an environment where maybe someone watching this can learn as well. So we've got some of the dailies already. We attacked with exactly 0 creatures. We may have to just do a red-green run off camera later, but I'm going to keep trying this deck to see if and what I can do with it. I go first, and again, I can start out with the things that I want to start out with. So, the Warlock class, the Feigned Death, Sedgemoor Witch is a big part of this deck. Indulging Patrician is just a neat trigger if I can get it off. So he's evaluating the state of my class. That is classist. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and hand disrupt. Oh yeah, cultivate, go away. So, we've got that to drop. And swing for damage. There we go. Okay, so now we can Sedgemoor Witch, and we can Feign Death to keep it alive when we need to. So hopefully that will start doing what we want it to do. So drop a land. Save that. Click this up. Do some deck fixing. Oh, I like both of those. We'll take the Harvester just so we can evolve onto that thing later. That just gives +1, so we'll swing with something bigger, see if he blocks, do our tricks. He didn't block, so no tricks needed. Excellent. ETB, search for a basic. Okay. I'll happily hit him for 1 if he's not going to block. Okay. See, the Feign Death and Make Your Mark tie very, very well with the Warlock class when I have these little black and green pests to start throwing out and sacrificing. Oh, he's getting the ramp he needs. Not legendary. Start swinging. So we can double up on our death triggers now. And quadruple up on our Magecraft. So we're only able to kill 1 of these even with... no, we'll do it this way. We'll get that. And then... make it big enough to kill. And then make it awesome. There we go. See, that's sort of the combat-y bullshit stuff we wanted. If we can get him down to just one of his big guys, that will be ideal for my mutation trick. Let's go ahead and force his hand now. Lose the flyer, lose the big guy. Loses the flyer, I'm swinging through for 5 and putting him on a 4-turn clock at the absolute longest it should take. If he loses the big guy, I can still swing through with a lot of stuff on the ground. He doesn't like his options, which makes me happy. Aww. Wasting it. Alright, we'll throw that back out. No attacks. He liked his options, and I got cocky. So thankfully, none of his stuff has trample yet. However, he has a couple of 10-10s and 11-11s. And he's back up to 21 life. Yeah, let's get a Death Toucher out there. And let us get some answer. Feign Death is probably going to be my best bet anyway. No attacks, because we are not in a position to just lose everything on the offense. Yeah, I got cocky, and this is going to end poorly. Thankfully, we've got big stupid walls, though. Oh my god. Okay, so I've got enough mana now to Sedgemoor Witch and drop another and Feign Death again to... Oh, and land. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna wait for him to just start hitting us, I think. We're now tied at 24 life and absurdly massive board states. So I need more creature kill in this deck, and I need a sack outlet for these pests. But next turn I should have enough to up the Warlock class to the last level. So that'll be helpful. And we've got our Death Touch blocker that'll make probably my flyer even bigger. Ooh, okay. Think we lose. Pretty sure we lose with a 112-7 Traveler. Nice. Okay, so technically ended far, far worse, but the deck ran much better. And hell, I even attacked with some creatures. So we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this 1 or 2 more times, and then probably call it there and start reevaluating. But I like the potential of the Sedgemoor Witch Warlock class Feign Death combo, and I think there's another one that stops or gives you the death trigger and basically still regenerates. I don't have a white source, but I go first. Screw it. Believe in the heart of the cards. I'm trusting you, Richard Garfield. Praying to you that I draw a white source. I'm also a little bit hesitant now with, oh, sweet. We're gonna see, Finn, I'm guessing, because I haven't played against Finn in a while. Nice. No hits. This is going to be a quick, shitty game. Sure, he's got no breachers or flyers. If nothing else, I'm working towards those 40 attack triggers. So, we like Killian in the deck. Yeah, I wasn't going to die anyway, but just in case. We're on the outs on this game anyway. Murder. There we go. One down. 32 to go. Golden Goose. Pretty good this thing does. Whenever a creature controls the plus one counter on it becomes a target of solar ability. Ah, you get an insect. Okay. It's an attack trigger. I mean, honestly, other than Make Your Mark, I could probably go primarily mono black. So let's get our attack trigger, wait for that to resolve, and then quit this game and try again with a better opening hand. I suppose I could go Evolving Wilds. I don't have much in the way of fancy manas, but... now we need white spells. Okay. Yeah, these first few games with a brand new deck are always painful, but it's a learning experience, and that's the whole point of the Deck Diary series, like I said, is to just fumble through in a relatively low stakes environment and get to play more Magic and see more deck options. He goes first. I've got a card draw. I've got a few draws, so as long as we get a land, which we didn't yet. But then we Potion of Healing next turn, hopefully get a land in the next 2 cards of our library. There's not one. Card. Okay, okay. Not liking this. Not liking this at all. Okay, he's doing skeleton trouble. Hey, there we go. We are back on track, back on pace. Still can't afford to block anything though, so that is That is upsetting. Because if I do, I still die because of that trigger, or I die because of his just power. And his skeleton change on. Okay. Yeah, we'll get this out. We'll leave the black open. So now we can start going shields up a little bit better. And we've got the Feign Death trigger. Wow, he's just playing out everything. Let's go ahead and feign our death. There we go. And then come back bigger. This gives us 2 bodies with the Sedgemoor Witch out. This gives us more abilities to pump. But we don't have the land to play it, benefit from it yet. So we'll drop the Inkling Summoning now. Get 2 bodies. He has no reaches or flyers that I can see. There we go. And at the beginning of your end step, I need to have gained 3 life. I think he is Skurd. Let's go ahead and feign death again, this time on the Sedgemoor Witch. We want her to be a little bigger. And then make sure that this thing dies. He's got tricks. Nope. Hey, there we go. Yeah, in case we get the other Feign Death, we're gonna do it that way. Right now, murder is probably our best bet. Because then we can answer, or depending on board state, drop a Felidar Retreat, get the land, maybe get a landfall trigger. No blocks. Okay. Okay, sweet. So, we got our first win, putting us at 1 and 3, I think. I can't keep track of this already. It's only been a half hour and I forgot how long we've been here. Woo! We still need a lot of attacks. But let's run it back. We got off to a rocky start, but still ended up doing enough to lock him out. Dear. Interesting name. Opponent goes first. I will not keep a one-lander. Monocolored. Freebooter. I guess we will probably lose Professor Onyx, which is sad to see her go. But we love to watch her tap, I think. I don't know Magic card sexism euphemisms. But now let's go ahead and disrupt his hand. What you got? God, nothing I can target. Cool. He's going Angel Life Gain. No blocks. Let's get this thing out. So now, whenever another creature I control with flying dies, put a counter on target creature I control. And we might as well swing before he drops that angel, which I can't exile. No, we'll take it. Is that the best use of this thing? You know what? We're going to be weird, and we are going to go ahead and exile his cost reducer. And then we're going to go ahead and set up some life gain to keep us back in this one. No attacks. Not yet. We'll let him swing in. We'll use the freebooter as a body. Hey, that would have been a good target for the... There we go. At the beginning of your end step, so yeah. I'll go ahead, do that, get that. No attacks. Hold the line. Deal damage that way. See, that was what I originally envisioned with Indulging Patrician and Potions of Healing. Enchanted permanent, can't attack or block or accrue its shit, or blah 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 blah. Oof. Friggin' duh. No attacks quite yet. Flying Vigilance, Flying Lifelink. Artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. Whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices. So yeah, we don't like that. We do like Felidar Retreat now. And let's go ahead and double up on those Patrician triggers. Tons and tons and tons of life gain on both sides, but he's just got the beaters to get through. No. Yep. Hey, Sedgemoor Witch. Star Trigger artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. So let's do this correct. Let's get this out. And then we'll get rid of that stupid thing. Get another body on the ground. And unfortunately that's it. No attacks. But we can mutate the Patrician and make her a 4/6 flying lifelink. Sorry, she has a counter, so a 5/7. I just got rid of that. Yeah, that is going to suck. We need an answer this turn. Yeah, she can't block anyway, so I might as well lose my board. Okay. So, we got a lot of attack triggers off on there. Regardless of what we draw, unless it's a feigned death, we can at least do something on our turn before we lose. See? It's a land, so I get a kitty. And then we explode. Okay. How are we doing dailies-wise? We need to cast one more white spell and attack 28 more times. So this will be the last game. We'll get a white spell out, and maybe we're gonna hope for a win. But I'm gonna start retooling this deck already. I like the potential of this thing. I might end up burning a wild rare card on another Sedgemoor Witch because that thing is so important to the deck. We can Warlock class right away. Can't do much else, but Warlock class gives us the option to look for what we need. So we'll keep this Warlock class. Hopefully a draw gives us something more. That's something more. Not quite what we wanted. Read it. And don't weep because it's not that good, but it's helpful. Okay. So let's drop that and activate Warlock class is our best bet. Guarantee. So we don't need another one. We don't need. Actually, we're okay with the retreat. So we've got enough to cast it right now. So that's 2 turns of drawing before anything should happen. And he's gonna ramp into something huge. That's okay. We have a murder. Yeah, let's get out a Disruptive Body. There's a lot of setup in this game. Haven't cast a white spell yet. So these guys, the Spiteful, will probably be our best drop next turn. Well, if I'm thinking this out, I think the best thing to do is to Kitesail Freebooter. Because then we get a peek at what he's building towards, get some information. Okay. Gain control of a creature. He wants to Shark Typhoon. So, get rid of that for now. And end turn. Sedgemoor Witch and a Make Your Mark. A couple of Make Your Marks. Don't do it. So he's just trying to take it. Yeah. So let us. We murder his big thing. Yeah, we do. We do that at instant speed. No attacks. Pretend we're in a very bad situation, when in reality, we're in a very bad situation. When you cast, reveal it to... Oh, yeah. Creature draws on his hand, counter an artifact or enchantment, put 2 counters on something. Okay, so we will make your mark on this thing. So I can block my Sedgemoor Witch. Oh, it has Menace. Whoops. Okay. So we've successfully cast our friggin' white spell. Hit him for 3. Blue-green has a lot of really good cards in Standard right now. I've seen a couple variations on the blue-green deck, and it either ramps into something massive or it goes super control-y creature spawn. Alright. Double Sharknadoes. No. Yep. Screw it. Swing. And we're gonna go ahead and make our mark on that thing. Yeah. Good game. Okay, so black-white needs a lot of work. Or at least my black-white needs a lot of work. It has a ton of potential. Definitely need to lean into more pumping out tokens and then sacrificing them to various effects between, again, the Sedgemoor Witch and Warlock class. But we are going to probably play a few more games and not waste everyone's time so I can start retooling that. And depending on what the next set of dailies is, I'm going to try running the black-white deck again if it'll fit enough of them, and see if I can start turning this into something that also wins as much as red-green. Or hell, even the white-blue Flump's Tutelage has been getting more wins lately. So I'm going to start retooling this, and I will go over the deck real quick here. Real quick once. So, the mana base, which could use a little bit of correction. 10 plains, 12 swamps. We've got Professor Onyx at the top, a Baleful Beholder, and the Chittering Harvester. Onyx is just good. Baleful Beholder is a nice, like, endgame sort of swing with everything has menace and they can't block correctly. And then the Chittering Harvester is a big body that forces a sacrifice. It's a little late in the game, but if they're all eggs in one basket, like the decks I've seen tend to do, where it's, okay, all I have left is a, 10-10 thing that you can't deal with. Well, now you can sacrifice it. Kaya is good for all sorts of combat tricks, more bodies out there, or just exile an online permanent answer. Spiteful Squad, I wish I had more of these guys. Yeah, it's only a 2/2 death touch for 4, but being able to throw counters around when it dies, I think makes up for that a little bit. The Felidar Retreat, I don't know if these are going to be worth it. I don't know if these are going to stick around the deck. I like them because, again, late game, drop a land, everything gets vigilance and bigger. The Laureate, the Shadewing, whenever another creature you control is, with die or flying dies, you get to start throwing around +1/+1 counters. And I have a few other things with flying, like the three of Indulging Patrician. I like this card a lot. I want to make this one work better with the deck. A single Inkling Summoning, 2 Murders, 3 Sedgemoor Witches, Priest of the Ancient Lore, Vanishing Verse, exile monocolored permanent, really, really good. The Duelist is pretty solid, 2/2 lifelink with Menace. Fracture is okay. It's enchantment removal, so it's always going to stay in the deck, but not being able to hit creatures is a little bit weird. The Null Priest of Oblivion is in the deck because it can bring something back late game, but it has lifelink as well, and I'm trying to get those Patrician triggers to go off. Freebooter is just excellent disruption, except for the 2 games where he showed up and my opponents had no non-creature, non-lands to target. Potions of Healing, again, card draw, goes with the Patrician. Make Your Mark, fun combat tricks, gets more bodies out there. Warlock class, again, pairing those with the death triggers and using them to try and fix bad draws. And then lastly, Feign Death, which I love. Again, Feign Death, Warlock class, Patrician, or Sedgemoor Witch. I think that's a really good backbone to this deck. So I might end up going mono black overall, maybe just a little splash of white, not try and go as white black split as I currently am. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to play with it a little bit more in my downtime, and we'll hopefully get a pretty cool deck out of all this. So thanks for watching. Check out the Homebrew Magic podcast if you get a chance. Visit MadeUpLabs.com to see other things I'm working on. Have a great week in Magic, and I'll talk to you later.